All right, everyone. It is Tuesday. It is 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. And that means Jay Cruz is probably finishing up his hellos right about now. But still.
Yeah, maybe.
Right? And, knowing this channel, I know everyone saw the countdown didn't go, so I had to do it again. But it's par for the course with this channel.
I thought you did that to me, dude, just to mess with me.
No, bro. I clicked it, and it goes, video not rolling. What? It's like your browser wouldn't play this. I'm like, you mother, click it again. I'm like, oh, there we go. But still, right, guys, we have a guest tonight that I have been waiting to get on this channel for a very, very long time. The man, the myth, the legend, the dye job himself, Daniel The Bearded Apprentice is with us tonight, guys. And we're going to go through the roll call, and we're going to have some fun. So we got Daniel being first, and while he's even in here and in the chat, he's multitasking tonight. You gotta love a guest who does that. Rob Brennan, how you doing? Everett, good to see you back, brother. Been a moment or two. Joshua Ricks, I know you're claiming first, bro, but well, I'm gonna give it to my guest tonight. Iron Wings, Caleb, I'm gonna send you a message in a little bit because I've got a good idea for that photo I told you I was gonna use. All right, Voodoo Menscraft, how you doing? Stephen Fleming. And let's just scroll down here. Metal Guy, how you doing? And Donald Long. There we go. All right, Daniel. First of all, I want to congratulate you on hitting that 1K this year. That is freaking huge for any single YouTube channel, especially in a saturated niche like men's grooming. Yeah. Was there ever a point where you went, I don't know if I'm going to get to 1K?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Multiple times. It wasn't, yeah. Everett's been, like, me and Everett's like this, and he's always the person I bounce stuff off of, ideas, person I vent to because he's been around and he sees how it goes. Like, there's numerous times he had to, talk me off the ledge, so to speak, because I was like, dude, it's never going to happen. There's too many people out there. Like, I can't figure out what's up with my content. Like, because in the beginning, I questioned my content a lot. I'm like, all right, how can I make it better? Like, what do I need to do? Do I need to get a different camera? Do I need better graphics? Like, what do I need to do to make it better? And, yeah, there was numerous times. And
I mean, I love what you did recently to get yourself to 1K. I did it. And I think everybody else who has a lick of sense will do it. You started doing multiple giveaways because you even include the word giveaway or free or something. That metadata gets out there and people come up flocking. Yeah, I did it at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a big one at 1K.
Mm-hmm. So, like, I had to. I mean, there was numerous companies. Hey, what's up? What's up, Ben? What's up, Dan? Dagan. Hey, man, how's it going?
Damn.
Everybody that Chris said hello to, but I didn't get to. But hello, everybody. Yeah, man. Like, so I have my own little ideas about giveaways. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of sucks that it has to go to that, but at the same time, it's almost like you're rewarding the people that support you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, that's the way I feel about it. Anyway.
Felix.
It's like. But
Catherine Tucker, she's a very good friend of mine. So,
hello, Catherine. Welcome in.
Yeah, she's over in England.
Awesome. My Abby's grandparents were originally from Ireland and England. So when I met them, they still had their accents, and I was like totally enamored by it. Super cool.
Hail Felix. That's her kid, Felix. Yeah. All right. So. I love that you did that. And I also loved, and this is one thing I actually admire about you. Even though we pick on each other a lot and people may think I hate you, I don't. I love the fact that you fire back.
Right. Since you said that, that's why I wore this, man. This is like the oldest. I was trying to look old. I broke out the zip up. Yeah. I was like, hey, this makes me kind of look old, so I'll wear this instead of a t-shirt.
Well, Dan, I had you on first, dude, so, you were the big cock that led the way, right? I'm just saying. But one of the things I have to give you a lot of credit on is I know you were getting hammered left and right a little while ago, and you pushed through it and you persevered. When a lot of people wouldn't do it, they'd be like, "That's it, I'm done, I give up." You refocused, you regrouped, and you took a look at things, and you just kept putting out great content, you know?
Yeah, a friend of mine a long time ago, man. His name was Andrew. He was a Marine, and like when all this stuff was going on in my head, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I've let my emotions run me instead of me run my emotions. Like you got to be, if you can't control your emotions and you let them control you, it goes. I mean, there's no point in it. But anyway,
Right.
he always told me, he's like, improvise, adapt, overcome. He's like, and that has stuck with me. So once I seen what I was, what I was dealing with and what I could do to make things better for myself and for everybody around me, was I needed to just focus on me and what I wanted. I couldn't worry about what this person was doing or what this person wasn't doing or how it affected me. If it didn't directly affect me, I had to go this way. I had to stop doing this. I had to go this way.
This one. I'm gonna let you respond to that in a moment, but I'm gonna say it like this: pot or kettle, Dan? Pot or kettle? Pot or kettle?
Oh, Dan is on it tonight.
Yeah, well, he must have got himself a brand new 12-pack of Pepsi and cracked open one recently.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm just saying,
probably,
you can see
I
him.
guarantee his hair's down right now. His hair's down, and he's flipping it because he knows I like it. If he was on camera, he would be flipping his hair right now. I always tell him, I'm like, bite your lip and arch your back a little bit and flip your hair. And he usually does it and takes a drink of Pepsi, and it's all good.
Now let's hop in the Wayback Machine for a moment. Yeah, not when I was 1 or 2 years old, because there wasn't any color in the universe at that point. But still, what made you that one day get up and go, I want to be a YouTube content creator?
Because I was super introverted. I never thought I could do it, and I started watching, all kinds of content. I was watching live streams. I was watching videos, and not just in the beard community, but across. And I was like, I need a hobby. I don't have a hobby anymore. Like, I need to get back to me. And so I was like, I'm really into the beard stuff right now. So let me give my perspective to the guy that may not work in an office, or the guy that may not work, you know what I mean? That type stuff. I'm out in the field every day. I'm working in dust and dirt and nastiness, and and try to give information the way I would want to receive it. Like, easy to understand, just a regular guy sitting here having a conversation instead of being over technical. Because if you look at it, there's enough people in this community that give you that science, give you that technical side, give you the, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I can take it, but there's a lot of guys that look at that and they're like, that's just too much for me, man. Like, I just need somebody to tell me it smells good, what it smells like, and how long it lasted when he was doing it. You know what I mean? That type of stuff.
Yeah, no, I get that. And I will admit, for the longest time, until you started opening up more about yourself, I really wondered if the blue-collar bearded apprentice thing was like an act, say, Larry the Cable Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like your on-screen personality, I'm one of you. I wear my Red Wing boots, I got my Wrangler jeans, I got, the flannels, I got this, I got that.
Dude, it worried me in the beginning. Another buddy of mine, Scotty, guy I worked with, he was always like, man, you got this, man. Like, just go for it. You know what I mean? Just give it from your perspective. And then in the beginning, I was like, dude, this is coming off like an act, bro. He's like, nah, man, you're over critiquing yourself right now. Just, you know what I mean? And it's just me. Like, yeah, this is me.
Well, see, I think that's important.
Awesome.
Yeah. Don't let them fool you. Thanks, Bam. I knew it. I knew if anyone would tell us it's Santa.
Yeah, absolutely. Santa won't lie to you.
Exactly. Now, you see, it's like one of the best pieces of advice I ever got, because when I first started doing content, and I've said it a lot, I was very, military briefing in the video. It's, my name is Chris. I am the president of the company to be named later. We're going to take a look at a book. And the videos weren't doing well until somebody in the comments went, dude, be yourself. Knock off the bullshit. Be yourself. Open yourself up. And when that happened, I saw a great increase in subscriber count, view count, everything. because you can just be yourself, you know?
I love it. I love it.
Iron Wings, I'm just saying, dude, I've hit a half century. I never thought I'd ever get here. So the next half, I'm gonna have a lot more fun. You know,
So I know, like this is kind of about me, but I have to ask you, bro. Like, what's your
bring it.
secret? How have you made it this long?
I really don't know. I've treated my body like a
Age wise,
freaking.
No, I'm talking about being as old as you are.
I'm
Like, how
saying
have you
I've
made
treated
it?
my body like a freaking amusement park. So I think that's what got me through things. All those preservatives going in with like Snickers and Mountain Dew and everything. I'm just saying. I think
Maybe
there's
that's why I
something to
still
it.
look young because I eat so much candy
You look young
and
because you
drink
dye
Mountain Dew
that
all the
beard.
time.
You break out the shoe polish all the time, and there you go.
Bro, seriously. No, come here, come here, come here. No, you can't be on camera. But uh, nah, man. Like, I, it's not dyed. I wish Don would have never started that. I don't even know what I've even thought about dyeing it just to see what it looked like.
Dude, you have like the blackest beard ever. And I've got to say this, it's been bugging me forever. And I finally
Oh,
placed
look.
who you remind me of. Have you ever seen like the Poltergeist movies?
Not in a long time.
Okay, go back and look it up. The really creepy Amish looking dude who's always running around singing Bible songs. Every time you smile, I'm like, oh my God, that's him. That's him.
I'm never gonna smile again. Thanks, Chris. But no, man. Like I had to lighten up in my content because I was doing the same thing. I'm like, this is what used for 7 days. This is what it smelled like. Blah blah. And I sounded so freaking like robotic and like I was reading a script, and I never scripted anything. Like
Speaking
I
of long
always like,
time no see, hey G Lou, how are
hey,
you,
what's
brother?
up,
Thank you
Barry?
for stopping in. See, I knew it. I knew somebody else would see it. Joshua Riggs.
It does make sense. I know what you're talking about now. And it does. Like, I get it. Dude, speaking of Amish, I work, like, when we go do these foundations and stuff and move, excavation work, it's always in, like, Amish country. People buy this property from Amish people. And they always look at me and they're just, like, doing this all the time. And I want to go, like, I'm going to ask one of them one of these days. I'm going to be like, what do you use in your beard? And because they're always looking at me and they'll grab their beard and like and I'm just like, and my father-in-law, he's like, dude, they probably want to know why you have a beard and like, you know what I mean, a stash and all that, blah blah blah. Weddings Tuesdays and Thursdays, yeah. But I'm gonna ask them if they've ever heard of Honest Amish.
See, now that's funny. I've always wondered that if the Amish actually started that, or that was just some dude in Pennsylvania who lived in Amish country just went, all right, that's what I'm doing. You
Well, I
know?
mean, they're known for their beards, bro. I mean,
Oh
honestly,
God, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it would not put it past me if it was an Amish community, because there's a lot of businesses, especially Amish businesses, that make a crap ton of money.
Oh yeah, like Amish
A crap ton.
furniture and like those little Amish stoves that you see advertised all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
dear
Amish
God.
bread. And dude, the funny thing is, there's a few Amish that got caught around here. They were buying their produce from like Fresh Time, which is like a Whole Foods, and then
Yeah.
taking it out like down the road and selling it out the back of their buggy as Amish produce and raising the price.
It's funny. I'm sorry, that is funny. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Oh,
All right,
but at the same time, I'm sitting there thinking like they're taking advantage of a market.
why
People
not?
see Amish and they think, oh, it's good.
Why not? You know?
Right. Exactly. They're just capitalizing on what's available.
All right, so this is one thing I like to ask content creators. When was that moment in your head when you had that little switch that you went, I can do this? Do you remember that moment where you went, I know I'm going to do it?
Like for sure, like knew I was gonna do it. I'd say like 6 months ago. I like it clicked with me, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to do this. Like I'm gonna do the best that I can, the best delivery that I can, and I'm just gonna. Eventually, I'll either figure it out, and my content will get better, or I'll figure out that I need to quit. Because at some point, like when you're doing this, the consistency either pay, like you're either going to continue to be consistent or you're going to fall off, and then your content's going to fall off and you're going to fall off, and nobody's
Agreed.
really going to watch it, and then you're not going to pay attention anymore. You're going to drop a video every once in a while, and
Agreed.
like, so yeah, 6 months
See,
ago.
last year, 2019, 2020, in that area, I was putting out 5 videos a week and a live stream. I was burning myself out. I had to step back and go, I need to cut this down just a little, because when I took a challenge, it was a 30 and 30. You had to produce 30 videos in 30 days. That taught me a lot about making your content. And one of the things that I will do, because with knives and survival gear and book reviews, it's really easy to batch shoot on like a Sunday where you can knock out 10 to 15 videos. Because you really, okay, it's a blade. You don't have to worry about seeing how Gary's in here. I'm going to say, it's Chesapeake, and have to worry about everyone going, screw Gary Lewis. No, it's a blade. This is what it cuts. This is what it does. This is how much it costs. So you can batch film, unlike with beard oil, beard butter, beard wash, anything men's grooming, where you've got to test it out for a while. It's not a one in, oh, this thing's perfect.
Right. Absolutely. You saying that, like, I have a question for you. So you're known for having a pretty big Chesapeake collection. Okay.
Yes.
So if you're going to review a Chesapeake product, do you still test it your same normal time, or are you just like,
No.
it's a new scent, so I know what the fill and beard is?
Now, see, here's the
it?
thing. I can say this with 3 companies, three most definitely. That's Johnny Slicks, Ready Man, and Chesapeake. I have used enough of their product all across the spectrum. Not so much balm, because when it grew out, I don't use balm as much. I know their butters, I know their washes, I know the co-washes, I know the oils. I know what it does to my beard. So if it's something brand new, like, oh, where'd you go? Seeing how he's here and he hates attention, I just gonna do this for fun. Like when I got frosted.
Mm-hmm.
Tried it. I enjoyed the scent profile thoroughly the first day. I feel that I can accurately talk about this after 1 day of usage, going, because of my extensive history with Chesapeake, I know how it works in my beard. But I always make a little disclaimer in my video and go, because I've used it for so long, I know what it is. Because somebody's going to come up.
So as long as nothing changes with those 3 companies, like, you feel comfortable giving, because basically at this point you're just reviewing the scent.
Exactly, just like Dagan said. Unless they change the ingredients, no need to test again, just for a scent review. Now, I will freely admit, I am excited and a little fearful for Gary's new company, because he's changing everything up. I'm so used to this one way. I really don't want him to, God, how can I put this? I don't want to try his new stuff and go, holy crap, this sucks. It's a fear of mine, just simply because with the ups and the downs that I've had with Gary Lewis as an owner and a person and a friend and everything over the years, it's going to look really bad if I come out one day and go, screw this company, it's bad.
No, I get what you're saying. I have a few companies that I feel that way about. I'm like, man, I hope they never change. I hope everything stays the same. And I mean, I get what you're saying, but this whole new thing with Gary, with Gary's new company, is I'm excited for him, if nothing else, because I see his excitement.
Yeah.
I see how he's just stoked about it. Like he you can just see almost like the stress and stuff just kind of leaving his shoulders a little bit each time as time gets closer. But come here. You can't. Yeah, I get what you're saying, man. I understand.
But like for Gary, and I will admit this, and he's gonna hate me for this if he's still watching and hasn't gone back to J. Cruz land. You're right. I haven't seen him this excited about anything in a very, very long time. So to see him that excited, I really want to be there and support him. Just like I'm happy he revealed that he will have launch boxes, a very select few, available for purchase on the opening of his brand new company. So if I can
Mm-hmm.
score one, freaking awesome. If not, I'm going to be there. I'm going to get the product. I'm going to try to help support him. Number one, because he's a veteran. I always support veteran-owned companies first. That's where I want my dollar to go. And that lengthy history I have with G. Lou, got to keep it moving, you know? I know that Gary will be
Yeah.
like, hey, it's cool. If you don't like it, it's cool with this, it's cool with that. But it's like, I don't want to be that friend that kicks your friend in the baby maker going, your new shit sucks.
Disney says I got one. You've already
That's
gotten
because
it,
you
Disney?
outbid me. No, he outbid me in that thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember now. I was
Don't
gonna
think
say.
I didn't
I mean,
forget.
I've tried the new product. I mean, I'm a tester, but
Yeah, no, it's all
that's neither
good,
here
man.
nor there.
Where is it? Right here. Iron Wings. I like how you put that. And what's really, really funny, bro, because of a Cancun video I did, I have a rant video dropping tomorrow on another channel. You're really, really going to want to see that
Oh,
one.
you have a rant video dropping?
People like it when I see them to rant. And I don't know if you do this. If you review something, do you go out and check out other product reviewers' stuff?
Not until after.
Yeah, but you'll review it and you'll
Yeah,
go out there and check. Okay.
like if I drop a review on Hanyaker tomorrow, yeah, I'll go watch other people's Hanyaker reviews.
Yeah.
Like I try not to watch any reviews on a product that I'm testing because I don't want it to skew
No, I know what you're saying.
yeah.
Until your review comes out, you want that blank slate. I copy that
Mm-hmm.
perfectly, bro. So I on a knife review, I went out, did a YouTube search, went, okay, this looks interesting. And my review tomorrow, well, I should say my rant is based off of this. When I clicked on this guy's video, the first words out of his mouth went, okay, this is the most deadliest blade ever. But unfortunately, I didn't write down any stats for it, so I don't have any statistics for you. You're doing a review of a blade, and you don't know the statistics on the blade. But yet you want me to believe your extensive martial arts training has taught you this is the most deadliest blade ever. Give me a break.
Yeah, that's
You know,
yeah. That's like going into a gunfight with a knife. Like it's pointless.
unless you're Chuck
There's
Norris,
no
that's
point
all
in
I'm
having
saying.
a review at that point. I mean,
Well,
if you don't, I mean, I've seen some people do like first impressions videos, and I've seen people like do unboxings, and then when they go to do a review, it's not really a review. It's more of a, this is my opinion of how it smells, or blah blah blah. Like it's not really a review. I guess is what I would say.
yeah, I get that. But if you're watching like a video, and once again, I'm going to throw this up,
Mm-hmm.
seeing how, men's grooming. And this person comes out and goes, yeah, I got this from Chesapeake. I don't know the scent profile. I don't know the carrier oils. I don't know how
Yeah,
much it costs.
yeah,
I don't know anything. You're going to be like, thumbs down, goodbye.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, man. Now we're going to wrap this, turn this right back on you.
Yeah,
I
go
like the
ahead.
fact. I like the fact with your live feeds, you've got, the bearded butcher Everett there with you. I like how you guys, and I always said the greatest thing that beard therapy ever had was two different personalities working together to produce a good show. There's Gary.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Only as an example, G. You did great with that one, by the way. I love Frosted. I seriously do, and so do my kids. Like I said, with you got Johnny Grooms and the Diva, two totally different personalities. You and Everett are way different. And I love how you guys balance each other out. It's like when you start to go off on a rant, there's Everett like, oh, okay there, Dan, we might want to bring this down a little.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, he's taking a hiatus right now. Like he's doing some him time, which I totally respect
Yep.
that. Like I knew that coming into it. Like, all right, so there's a running joke that like I go through co-host and stuff like that all the time. Like I can't control, like, you know what I mean? Like Maximus needed to step away. He didn't want to do the reviews anymore. He didn't want to do
Yeah.
the live streams anymore. And I had to respect that. I can't be like, hey, bro, like you're leaving me hanging here. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then, me and Everett got to talking, and, Everett jumped on, and, now he wants to take a break, and I understand that. Like, it's good having another personality for the part of you don't have dead air. You don't have just your perspective. Like you said, you got two different personalities, you got two different opinions, you got somebody to balance the show. And then when I do it alone, I almost go back to like my first video, and I'm just like, I feel like a deer in the headlights.
Squirrel.
Sometimes.
You're like, Daniel, squirrel, squirrel,
Yeah.
squirrel.
Mm-hmm. But, I love I love live streaming. Like, that's what I think has helped my content, is like learning to talk to the camera, because I'm not
Right.
talking like when I'm doing a live stream. Usually I'm talking to the chat, and like you just kind of let it come out naturally. So
See, like, you can't do any worse than my first live stream ever. I mean, seriously, throughout your whole career, you can never do any worse. Mine was on Christmas Eve a couple years ago. Yeah, I saw that too, so I got to highlight that. He won't let you on his show because you don't have enough time on your card there, Supermax. That's all I'm saying. They lock your internet down at times. Yeah, mine was on like a Christmas Eve, my very first one. I'm like, yeah, so, sure, hi. And it's funny how everybody starts at that really weird, like, newborn colt getting out of its mama phase where you're all flailing around trying to get your feet underneath you. And then you start to progress,
Yeah, man, like I said, coming into a live stream, like my first one was my 100 subscribers. Like, I was super stoked, man. When that happened, I was like, hell yeah, there's 100 people that want to hear what I have to say. And then I'm like, really, it's probably just 100 dudes that are like, he's trying, man, let's help him out. You know what I mean? It's not like we really want to know what he has to say. Like, he's new around here. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? He's just another opinion. But I was really appreciative of that. Like, I'm appreciative of each view, each thumbs up, thumbs down. Hey, what's up, Aaron Rodgers? I appreciate all that, man, because it helps me as a YouTube person and as a person in real life, because it helps you with that. Not everybody's going to agree with what you have to say. Not everybody, everybody has different opinions. And you're just another one that can help people.
You're a great example of that, because I remember very early in your career, and it's really weird. At that point, everybody was all, Santa's awesome, Santa's great, his product's the greatest thing on the planet, we love Jolly Old Fat Man. And then you release a video going, this shit sucks. Yeah, and that's how you got put on my...
It just don't work.
Yeah, that's how you got put on my radar. I'm like, this dude he's so truthful, he's honest, he's telling you exactly what happened in his beard, and he's telling you what we've been saying forever. Not every company works perfectly in everybody's beard. When you find that one that you like, and I found 3 so far, you rock them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not talking to an absurd collection level like I have with 3 companies, but still.
Man, the collection thing is real, bro. Like, for real. Like, there's times when I wish I would have never fell down the rabbit hole if I would have just stopped at like 5 or 6 products and just used those. But then, like, when I got into the review thing, dude, I was like, oh, I got to have this. That's coming out. I got to buy that because I want to put my opinion out there. And now I'm like, 300-400 bottles deep. And I'm just like, what am I going to do with all this?
Well, that's what's funny is, like, my Chesapeake collection. I've got so much Chesapeake, I could literally do 1 review a week for the next 2 years. And I still won't run out of Chesapeake product to talk about.
That's nuts, dude. That's nuts.
And don't get me started with Ruddy Man. And I've already covered basically everything that Johnny Slicks has. Now I'm just catching up on the odds and ends that he's released recently.
So, Ruddy Man. I've not tried Ruddy Man. I've talked to Jimmy more than once, but I've not tried. And it's weird, man, because, like, we're from the same area. Like, Jimmy's from Granite Falls. I grew up in Hickory. They're literally like 10 minutes away from each other. And
those are quitter words, Gary. Don't ever use those words again. Quitter words. Well, it's funny you mentioned trying Ruddy Man, because not this Thursday, but next Thursday, there's going to be a really special live stream celebrating a release of a product.
What's the scent profile?
Find out next Thursday.
Okay. All right.
It's a veteran themed beard collection that's going to be released on Veterans Day.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Yeah, that's awesome. And this is your collab, right?
Yes, it's the
Sweet
Beast
man.
Yourself thing. It's
Oh,
going to be a
okay.
very limited release. I've been holding off on my review on it. Um, God, how can I put this? I will say point blank, if anybody out there is considering doing a Beast Yourself custom when Jimmy opens it back up, do it. Jimmy was more excited about my collab effort with him than I think I was. Jimmy made it an incredible experience.
Now,
Very, very
so
incredible.
so do you like? Are you involved throughout the whole process?
Yes. I
So
chose
start to
the
finish,
name.
you have a
I,
say.
I chose the name. I chose the artwork. I chose the scent profile. I got to choose it all.
Sweet, dude. Sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Absolutely. Um,
Whereas when you get your stuff in, he gives you little tester bottles and you go
okay,
from
little
there.
ones.
Yep. He gives you two of them and you go from there and you go, hey, I'd like that up. I'd like this. I'd like that. And I will say on tester bottle number 2, he nailed it. He nailed exactly what I was looking for.
See, that's good, man. When you don't have to go through like 15 different things. Like, okay, so speaking of the jolly old fat man, like now me
Chicken
and Bam
bake.
are pretty close, like really close. Um, we got to talking, and he decided he was gonna try a blend without BTMS. He wanted me to test it out. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm trying a new butter, which was, excuse me, the dirty snow.
That
And I'm
dirty
like,
snow is
cool, yeah,
awesome.
man. I was like, but I'm gonna tell you the truth, right? Like if it sucks, I'm gonna tell you. He's like, yeah, I know. That's why I want to send it to you. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. And then a few months later, we're releasing Haterade, and that went over really, really well. I mean, like a lot of people like that. That took 9 different tries. He sent me 9
Vato,
different
thank you.
samples. Hey, what's up, Vado? But and now I have I have a pretty good relationship with Bam. I have a pretty good relationship with a lot of people, man. But like, I don't know about you, but as far as certain people and certain things, you have to keep the relationship at a you got to have boundaries, I guess you
Yeah.
would say. You know what I mean? Because some people take it personal, like if their scent doesn't hit your top list, or you know what I mean, something like that, or and I've had to tell a few people like last year, and when I dropped my top butters, and a few companies were like, "Hey man, why didn't you put mine on there?" And I'm like, because I mean, I did 5, and those were the 5 that worked best for my beard. They may
Yeah.
not be my favorite, and see, that's where a lot of people get confused, man. Like just because you put out a top products video doesn't make it your favorite. If you're gonna review, you need to be able to be unbiased and say these were the top 5 products that work best for me. They may not be my favorite, but they work. The scent wasn't that great, but it worked. The feel and beard was amazing.
Now, I'm going to follow that up with a question with you because I think that's a very good thing because we're at this point of the year where you have a lot of men's grooming reviewers who are releasing their top whatever videos. Does it aggravate you at all? And guys in the chat, throw down your answers as well. When you watch one of these videos and go, this is my top 5, and every single one of them has an affiliate code. Because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, are you putting this out there hoping I'm going to go use your code, or are you being truthful with me? Where I've seen some people come out and go, here's 1 affiliate and 4 that I don't, and it makes me wonder,
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as far as that goes, as well as I do, affiliate codes are great. They can pay, like it does make you money.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be completely transparent. I am an affiliate of Defined Beard Co. Okay, my
Congrats.
affiliate payout for this month was $5, $5 for the whole month. So I mean, it's not like you're making a crap ton of money from it. So I mean, like $5 is not going to bias my opinion. I mean, I've been talking about Defined for a long time. I'm just using them as an example.
No,
But
I get what you're saying. We're good.
nine
Keep going.
chances out of 10, 9 chances out of 10, your best products are probably gonna. I mean, that's why you become an affiliate of a company, right? Like you don't just do it to make money. I mean,
Agreed.
wouldn't you want to align yourself with companies that you actually use,
Agreed.
so to speak?
Very well said. Very well said. Because you have some people who are anti-affiliate codes and anti-discount codes, which makes me giggle because there's one channel, I'm not going to say their name, who hates people who have affiliate codes, but goes, I have them, but I'm the only one who does them correctly. And I'm like, oh my God, just stop talking.
Yeah, I mean, I dislike top 10 lists and claims of the best when they haven't tried others. See, now I just had a conversation about that. No, because that's valid. Gary's point right there is very, very valid. Because, like I just told you, I haven't tried Ruddy Man. Okay,
Right.
so Jimmy may have a cologne scent that could have been the best that I'd smelled this year, and it wasn't in my top cologne scents because I've not tried Jimmy. So, I mean, all like Gary says, top 10 list or best of or products. I mean, in a way, they still are a skewed vision or a skewed opinion. I'm not going to say biased, but it's skewed because at any given time, there's 5,000 beard men's grooming companies out there at any time. So you can't say you tried them all. But out of what you tried, you can compile a list.
Agree 1,000% right there.
Right, absolutely. And I literally got in an argument with someone over that the other day. They were like, well, how's it your favorite if you've only used a quarter of a bottle all year long? That came out back in February. And I'm like, well, just because it's in the top list doesn't mean it's my favorite. I have to be honest. Like if I'm reviewing cologne scents, I'm going to tell you the top cologne scents out there, whether they're my affiliates or my favorites. I mean, if it was a good scent, I'm going to tell you it was a good scent, in my opinion.
Okay, but see, there's also a flip side to that. And I'm going to show you, in essence, a Chesapeake Beard and Grooming Fabergé egg. There was only 3 of these ever sold. Right after I got mine, Gary pulled the plug because they weren't selling. That, I think, is one of Gary Lewis's ultimate scent profiles. Rustic woods and
Broken
spices.
Dreams.
It smells freaking amazing. Okay? But because when he pulled it, I know I'm not going to get it again. I've had that for about 2 years now. I love it. I use it very, very sparingly.
Okay, so, but according to the person I was arguing with the other day, they're going to say you're lying because you have a full bottle. You should have used that already. If that's your favorite scent, that shouldn't even be here. But I'm just saying, according to that person, you're lying to the people. Because if it was your favorite, you would be using it all the time.
Well, I mean, you're a reviewer, and you know this. No matter what we do, it's always going to piss somebody off. If I release a Gerber video, someone's going to tell me I'm a piece of shit and I don't know what I'm talking about in my reviews. If I release a Fable video, like here's a good example. The day Colin did his Flush It for Fable, the very next day I had a video scheduled to drop. It got 11 views. I was like, wow, people are pissed at Fable. Okay.
Okay, like I gave my opinion on that, and I was pretty clear about how I felt about it. Like, just because he is who he is, he's held to a different standard, in my opinion. Okay, like if Gary would have did that, people would have been trying to hang Gary from the rafters, bro. If Gary would have been like, flush it for Chesapeake, or you know what I mean, chuck it for Chesapeake, like he would have been hung from the rafters and held because he's held to a different standard. That's my whole point about it was you cannot do that and not expect repercussions because in my opinion, when Colin did that, that was a very, very arrogant and that's the way it came off. Yeah, absolutely.
I got to agree with Gary.
And I even said something to Dan about it. I'm like, okay, man, so like, how come you didn't have a voice in that? And Dan was like, hey, man, like, I may not agree with it, but he can say whatever he wants to say. It's not me saying it. I was like, I get what you're saying.
I saw it this way, and then we're going to switch on to another topic because I want to keep you as close to that heart out as we can. Yeah, I even sent this to Colin. I seriously sent this message to Colin. It's the best bit
Jason. Jason Esser's comment. I love it. Thanks, dude.
Nice. I am so glad my kids are no longer into Paw Patrol a lot, but it's okay. I even sent this in a message to Colin. Best bit of viral video marketing I've ever seen. Period. He lit the beard world on fire with one
I helped it.
45-second video.
And I helped push it even further.
Yeah, but so did a lot of people. And I mean, I got contacted
No, I know,
by
but
companies.
I'm saying, like, if I would have just kept my mouth shut, it may not have got another 150 views.
Yeah, but there was a lot of
like,
people.
Oh, that's just like I told Bam. If Bam wouldn't have kept talking about my review of his company the first time, it wouldn't have got to as many people as it got to. I mean, it had like 500 views, dude.
I agree.
And he just kept on. I'm like, you're the one keeping it going, bro. Like, drop it and let it go.
Calling it damn much.
Yeah, okay. I called one the other day. Didn't watch it. I have to. How are you going to have a top video and not have the best products in it? LOL. Yeah. BS. Oh, that's what he's trying to say. BS.
Yeah, no, I got that. He's being family friendly, and I appreciate that, Everett. I learned about a lot of companies that I never knew of because of Colin. You know, and I saw a bunch of weird things go on, like the one reviewer who flushed Pedro, and I'm like, I knew you were going to do that because you and him have had a problem, and you wanted to make your own viral video. But still, moving on from that, we're going to start talking about a little bit of mental health. Okay, not saying you're a screwball, but we do that a lot here on the show. Yeah, well, you know, I don't really need my kids coming out of my TV there, you know, poltergeist, but still.
And for those of you who didn't see, I wore this jacket here so I could look as old as Chris. I tried to old myself up tonight.
You just can't. You should have got out some flowers.
Think next time I'm gonna have to wear a toga or something like that. Hi, how's it going?
Hi, kitty.
But go ahead. I'm down, man. I'm down for any subject.
Yeah, and one of the things I've been talking about, impossible, but I'll have to go back and check out his video. One of the things I've been talking about an awful lot, and I think it can apply with you as well, because I think it applies to a lot of us. We are our own worst enemy. We cause ourselves to fail more than we allow ourselves to succeed. You know, I've done dumb things on lives. You really well know that one. You know, I've done videos that haven't gone over well, and I've said things in other chats that are just like, eh. But it's weird how when I get up in the morning and they say, don't look at your stats, and I do, I go, is it really worth this? What do you do to overcome those feelings when you go, I don't know if I should keep going? You know, because I know you're a family man. I know you've got a heck of a job. You've got to have those days when you're beat down.
Honestly, dude, I literally message Everett, the Bearded Butcher, and I'm like, dude, like, did you watch that video? Like, why? Why do you think it tanked? Like, it's always easier for me to try and understand the outside perspective instead of looking at it through my vision, because I'm always going to either say, oh, it's a failure, or, oh, it should have done better. Like, or I don't know, man. I do get down sometimes. Like, I'm like, oh man, why did that video tank like that? Like, okay, for example, I have a best bar soap for men, whatever video. It's got like 3,000, 4,000 views. It's my biggest video. I'm very proud of it. But I did a similar video and it barely broke 100. And it put me in a bad spot mentally, because I was like, oh man, it's the same format. Like, why didn't it do as good? And there's just times I get down on myself, man, and I question that. Like I said earlier, like, why am I doing this? Should I keep doing it? Is people really paying attention to what I have to say, or is it just the same 100 dudes saying, hey, good job, bud, you put out a new video?
You see, he's not lying. Have him as a guest on your show, you're going to get like 8 thumbs downs before you even go live. It's the Gary Lewis effect, seriously.
Usually when Gary's on, it's not announced. It's just like an open show, and we bring him on. I mean, it's literally
you bring Gary up to the green room in a blacked out SUV. Security has the blanket over his head, rushing him into the door. Keeping him under wraps. Oh my God, that's great.
But no, I mean, sometimes it's just spur of the moment. He'll like, hey, send me the link. I'm just like, all right, cool. Everett, send him the link. You know what I mean? Like, But yeah, man, there's times, dude, I get down and I question, like, why am I even doing this? Like, why am I working all day long, coming home, chilling with the family for a couple hours? They go to bed. I'm up for another 2 or 3 hours filming, editing. I go to bed, get 3, 4 hours of sleep, and do it again the next day. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? I do get down. I really do.
Dagan, that's because they're scared of your beard, bro. They'll disappear in there. You
Your
freaking
lips
Muppet.
don't move, Dagan. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, it was Copper Tyson that told me that. He's like, dude, even. Yeah, Dagan's lips don't move. Like now, I watch it when he does his videos, like in his reviews. I'm like, holy crap, his lips don't move.
Dude, I put a bounty out. If anyone can produce video footage in this last year of Dagan's lips actually moving, if you've ever watched him eat, it's like a cat. I love you, Dagan, but damn, bro.
He's got a massive stash, dude. He does.
Just the stash with the beard, everything is it's immaculate and on point and it's perfect. But it doesn't move.
Okay. Yeah, I am blushing, Gary. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I almost feel like I've done something wrong. Even though I don't have an OnlyFans, but like you saying that and me laughing kind of makes it look like I have one. And maybe I accidentally send you the link. I like big stash and I cannot lie. See?
The sad part is after I had the cousins on, cousin Joe on that one night, and we were talking about mental health, and he went, "Yeah, you're going to put that on your OnlyFans." So I went out and made one just to send him a link and go, "If you really want the video, there it is, right there."
Dude, that's epic. That's super epic.
And yes, that will be in an upcoming review that I'm doing for Manscaped. So, yes.
Manscaped. You doing a review for Manscaped?
Oh yeah.
You got to show it being used, bro.
I'm just saying. I've got a plan for that.
You got to bleep it out. I mean, you can get the furry thing.
Oh no, I've got a plan for it that's very family friendly that won't get me deplatformed on YouTube. I have a perfect plan for it.
Make sure it's a 2021 updated, non-offensive plan.
Oh, I live in
rules are
Washington
different
State.
now.
Dude, I live in Washington State. I'm taking it down to my local high school for like microaggressions and trigger words and everything else. I'm all ready for this. But now here's another good thing. Speaking with mental health, how do you handle trolls? Because I know you got some. How do you handle them?
Publicly now?
Yes.
I don't. I try not to let it bother me. When I'm in a live stream, like I've literally had a live stream where there was people coming in and saying some like horrible, vulgar things, and if it would have been just me on screen or me and Everett, but it was like I had a company owner in there, and like it ruined their experience, and now they don't want to be on the show anymore. But I try not to let it bother me, but like I do vent to myself. I vent to Everett. I vent to Abby, my fiance. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, why would a person come in and do that? Like, especially somebody that doesn't know me personally. And see, like, there's been a few times when, you know, I won't go deep into it, but like my son has seen these comments, and my son, you know, he watches my videos. He's 15, and he watches my live streams, and he's like, "Dad, why would people say that to you when they don't know you?"
Once again, I am still very sorry for that night. Okay, still.
Oh yeah, no, not that one, not that one. But
no,
yeah, but he's like, why would people talk about you that way if they don't know you other than through the internet? And I was like, all right, for one, son, like that's just how it is now, and for two, like people can only attack you about the things you let them know. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's why I try to keep my family out, and my beard life is separate from my personal life. Like that's why Abby doesn't come in my videos. That's why I don't have my daughter on screen. I don't put her in my videos because this is separate. You know what I mean? Like, and I just feel like that people would attack that if they ever got mad at me.
The whole time I've ever known Gary Lewis,
you have to leave it in the video.
Yeah, the whole time I've ever known Gary Lewis, I have never known him to drink ever. He used to, by his own words, a while ago, but he doesn't anymore.
Yeah, I don't drink, but yeah, man, it's only, I don't know, like that hurt more than anything when my son said that to me. So that's why I held a grudge for the longest time, because I had to answer that question over the internet. You know what I mean? Like, said person don't know me from Adam. Whether they
Yeah.
don't like what I have to say, they don't know me well enough to say that type of stuff.
Okay, now we're approaching that hard out. I need to hit you with one more, and then we're going to do the little wrap up because I got a couple things for you in the green room. Okay.
No, you're
Now
good. Absolutely.
This is on mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I can't let him get away without slamming him with this. He's got an affiliate for Pete and Pedro. He's an alpha male supporter. Just saying. You want to talk mental health?
The products that I have, and I enjoy them, so therefore I'm going to review them, and I'm going to, I mean, I can't not if I enjoy what I have. What's
Gary,
Pete and Pedro?
Go look up alpha male. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, look I think it's Alpha M actually, isn't it?
Yeah, Alpha
Isn't
M.
it just Alpha M now?
Because he got a Shark Tank deal for his YouTube channel.
Yeah, he did. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, the dude is like overly arrogant, but the products are different. But yeah, go look up Pete and Pedro, Gary.
Pete and Pedro, I could not let you get away with that one. I couldn't.
No, absolutely, man. I mean, like, I totally get it. There's a couple other companies I feel that way about, like how you feel about that. Like, you know what I mean? I won't go into it because this is your channel. I don't know who you're cool with and who you're not cool with, but
as far as I know, I have no issues with anybody right now, so we're good. You know, if you want to throw a name out there, go ahead.
I don't want to give you issues with anyone.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
But yeah, like I enjoy the products that I have from Pete and Pedro, and they asked if I would be an affiliate, and I said yes, absolutely.
Well, congrats, but you're still going to get made fun of because every time I watch those videos, like we were talking about in the green room, guys, here's 5 reasons why she won't sleep with you. Sponsored by our affiliate, Pete and Pedro. Here's 10 reasons why your bank account does not have $1,000. God. Alrighty, so
Gary, yeah, go look up Alpha M.
Yeah, Gary,
you'll get a kick out of it. I promise.
If you drank, I could send you a drinking game to watch one of those videos. You'll be drunk in about 3 or 4 videos, but still. All right, so seeing how we got to get Daniel out of here on a hard out. I do this a lot when I end the show. I put out a challenge to everybody, and it's a really, really simple challenge, especially with mask mandates, COVID, whatever variants running around out there. And yes, I said the C word. So let's see if my internet flickers out again like it did 3 weeks ago. Seriously, right after I said the C word, everything went blank on my screen for like 2 seconds and came back.
Really?
Yeah. With social distancing and everything else, and everybody telling you stay away from everyone, I really think we've lost that great interpersonal reaction skills that we had. Being polite in public, being nice, and caring about people. I'm not saying you just stop because, we've been locked in the house for like a year and a half with 2 weeks to flatten the curve. But, looks basic. Okay, I know what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Call 3 people this week. Make an effort to call 3 people you don't talk to that often. And just start that phone call with, how are you doing? How are you? And be prepared to listen, because you never, ever know how that can change somebody's outlook on their day. You don't know how they're feeling. You don't know what's going through their head. You just don't know. So making that phone call could change that person's perspective on a lot of things that day. If you can't call 3, call 2. Can't call 2, call 1. It's not that hard to make a phone call and just go, hey, what's going on? Now, I always do this, Daniel. You want to add anything to that one?
For the challenge, or just like what you're talking about?
What I'm talking about, like, how you feel about stuff?
So a lot of people know that growing up, I didn't have a very good relationship with my father. But But as the years got later, I decided to forgive him for everything that happened, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I need to forgive you because I need it for me so I can process and so I can be a better father. It's not for you, whether you take it or whether you apologize or, blah, 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 blah. That's up to you. But now we have a better relationship. What sucks is his health is horrible. So
I'm sorry.
We make it a point to call each other once a week to check in. You know
That's
what I
cool.
mean? And like I just talked to him Sunday, and it might only be for 30 minutes because he can't really talk for long periods of time because of his oxygen. But yeah, man, like you can tell like when we speak, like he enjoys it and it brightens his day. So I totally agree with what you're saying, man. Sometimes you have to, not have to, but sometimes you should reach out to people and just check on them and check and see how they are mentally. And usually you don't even have to ask like really awkward questions. You can just, how's your day? How was your week? Like, what have you been into? How's everything going? It's simple. It really is.
Exactly. Now, I also ask all my guests this, upcoming couple of days, is there anything you've got that you want to put out there? Like, I'm dropping a video on this. I've got this live feed coming up. Promote yourself for the rest of this week, bro.
Friday, I have a video coming out for Ferocious Beard. Nate's a really cool owner. I've bought like 5 or 6 oils of his new blend because he's got rid of the grape seed and he's got some stuff coming out.
Nice.
And so I'm putting out that review, and then I have a live stream launch with 607.
Nice. Sweet.
His Game of Thrones series.
That one does
I
have
don't
me
know if you've
interested.
seen it.
No, I have. It's got me interested. I won't lie, because I do love Game of Thrones, and the scent profiles look pretty amazing.
Dude, it's got a cult following. I just finished season 4 the other day, so I'm like 8 seasons behind or whatever, however many they have. Like, I'm so hooked.
The ultimate, and I will give you this, and I'm going to hit the other little wrap up. When the final season, when they filmed a humongous battle, and they were having the victory celebration afterwards, HBO messed up bad. The prop team didn't catch it. Right in front of Daenerys, there was a Starbucks cup. It literally made it. So when they aired it on HBO, it was a huge uproar the next day. So on DVD and Blu-ray, they edited out the Starbucks cup, and there's like an ale horn or something right in front of her. But it was a Starbucks cup.
Dude, I guarantee you I could probably Google it and see it.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to watch anything. Like, there's been a couple other things that people have told me about the show, like after season 4, and I'm just like, stop, please stop, please stop.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
Because I'm like hooked. I'm like hooked on that show. I don't know why though, bro. Like,
it's so many storylines: death, destruction, nudity, swords, sorcery, dragons, everything. It's everything rolled into one.
It's pretty much everything you would want to see as a preteen, probably. But
yeah, the only thing that's pissed me off is George R.R. Martin hasn't finished the series. He stopped on like book 5 and let HBO finish everything for him, it seems. But on that note, like I said, tomorrow I have a rant video coming out. It's about knives, and I'm calling it my obligation as a content creator. I think it's pretty important. You guys might want to check that out because, like I said, we do have an obligation to be truthful in our reviews, not just make up shit so you can have a 15-minute video. But on that note, Daniel, I want to say, hey, bro, thank you. I'm going to hit that outro video in a moment.
bro.
I'm going to hit that outro video in a moment. Stay close because I want to ask you a couple questions in the green room. Guys, next week we have an amazing guest that you're not even going to believe. I'm surprised I was able to get this person on. I can't go too much more just because I don't want to jinx it. But guys, as you know, I love y'all, and we'll see you in our very next video. Now we're going to hit that little outro. Guys, thank you so much for the time you just gave me. I hope you enjoyed our guest tonight, if we had one, and yes, I'm pre-recording this, or that you might have enjoyed an open mic night or whatever the heck just happened. We're going to try to do these every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and whatever you guys are in between and around the world. Next week, we should have another amazing guest or something really cool for you to watch. Thanks so much for watching all this stuff, guys, and we'll see you in our next one.